Namaste, Ambassador Geminis, and welcome to Soul Horoscope Super Scopes. My name is Christopher Witecki. I'm your Sensei to Sirius Joy, and I am grateful to have you here in my presence. I'm here to help you step into your Sirius Joy. And when you are a Gemini or a Gemini Rising, your step is step 5. Step 5 is when things get really alive. That's when things really connect and it becomes a party, in my opinion. I love Geminis. I'm very close to them. Now, in the last 30 days, you've been really realigning your future goals based more on spirit and intuition, and hopefully becoming less judgmental of yourself, having more self-compassion and self-mercy when it comes to the application of your future. This is extremely important for Geminis and Gemini Risings, to be compassionate and self-nurturing. But there's also been a bit of a deflation of ego, so to speak, because Mars has retrograded. Mars is the masculine, aggressive ego energy, and it has retrograded now in Libra, where it will remain retrograded until May 20th. Now, what this means for you is that your particular love stories or what you're creating is under major reconsideration. You may be going back to the drawing board when it comes to creative projects or expression of your inner child or expression of true love. And you will likely be at that back to the drawing board position until right before your birthday, which of course is May 21st. So be easy on yourself and recognize that what's sexy on earth is changing until May 20th. And so that's true for everyone. We just have to all be patient. For you, that means what your heart truly wants may be not unveiled to you until that time. Now, when it comes to lifestyle changes, you are getting a break. It's time to settle into this work style, settle into this relationship with your body, and settle in with these routines until at least the summer, says Saturn retrograde. No new weight will be put on your shoulders, but there will be no tolerance from the universe if you retrograde or go back on things like nutrition, health, and things you know best on. So this is a time where you must be strong for yourself. There will not be the universe cracking the whip, Saturn direct. You have to be decisive and clear on where you draw your line in the moment and remain in power in the moment and not let yourself get disconnected in the moment, so to speak. Now, when it comes to Jupiter, however, Cancer, you are moving well far and forward, and this is with soul capital. So Geminis, even though they're still reconsidering maybe where they go with career and figuring out where they belong, they actually will grow in soul capital, self-esteem, and money from now all the way through the summer. So keep growing, don't stop. Take advantage of this moment and take advantage of the confidence that you feel. But what you're working on this month is ultimately the Aries energy, which you use in your context consciousness. In other words, Geminis are going to change their social circle here in the next 30 to 60 days. That's who your friends are, who you feel like you belong. That means you're moving from geek to stud, or stud to geek, or jock to this, or cheerleader to that. You're kind of changing that. That's because in your heart, you are probably feeling like you relate differently. This is part of the love story changing and part of the creative projects changing. So since love and creative projects are changing, it goes without saying that who you hang out with will change. This first begins with false friendships and false connections in the world, or false strengths in the world, falling apart. So if you wrongly thought you were strong for one reason and that was not true, that could be an embarrassing collapse, particularly in the beginning of the week, starting really on Monday. So on Monday, we have our first breakdown, and the moon is in Capricorn, which means it will hit Geminis in a very sensitive and private place, and you might have to really be there for yourself or let go of your humility around something. This might also deal with a money issue where you're put into some sort of pride, but remember, it's about not identifying with a certain social outlook. So this is kind of like your heart really wanted to go to a concert with certain friends, but you couldn't find the money, and it turns out you really weren't supposed to hang out with those friends, not the concert. It's that sort of thing, but your heart has to face that you will have it. So this is a breakdown, breakthrough, more of an understanding and clarity coming Wednesday, and probably some sort of wonderful gift or some sort of story that helps you understand with full clarity by Thursday, which, you know, Geminis just want to understand. Then they really feel better about stuff. So what happens is The moon in Aquarius will give you a more of a worldly perspective, and Love Fest Day, which is Thursday, the most powerful day to give and exchange. Well, I think Geminis will be giving and exchanging stories or ideas or whatnot, and that will lead to a new profound conclusion, which will help you really decide which is this week's choice or this week's goal. Decide what it is you're going to step away from, what social circles, what you'll let go of. This is maybe even like letting go of Facebook groups and letting go of that sort of association. These sorts of decisions to step away, and it's highly likely that the decision is tied to a career because the moon will be in Pisces at the end of the week, pulling emotions back to what last month was about. So there may be a career wave that comes in that really is an excuse to change social order, even though career is coming in. So it kind of works that way with consciousness. Either way, by Saturn Day, you have to decide, and your life will quickly shift. Because taking a quick peek at next week, we have Light Cast Day on Sunday. So the new moon happens on Sunday, and by Sunday, you are stepping out of an old social circle, stepping into a new one. The old social circle may or may not know, but they will know probably by Monday because the sun crosses Uranus and we see life changing very quickly. Then the Geminis will go into hiding for a couple of days. More on that when I come back in the next type of scopes. Now, for those of you who love like Geminis or who are what I call, oops, that's the wrong slide. You are not 10 VQs. You're actually 5 VQs. I'm going to change that right here live because I'm cool that way now. Here we go. So for the 5 EQs, those are basically Venus and Gemini personalities. For this, your love story right now is going to take a pretty profound shift in beliefs. Now, we have Mars retrograde, so a lot of Geminis and Gemini Risings are literally changing their love and creative stories at the moment. But with Venus moving from step 15 this week to step 22, that means you're going to get very excited about a philosophy, a trip, an expansion, an opportunity to blow your mind about something. And from that, love is possible. So as you know, the 5 EQs have to mentally fall for what it is they love. And so I think this week you will have a profound shift in love, whether you are falling in love with an idea and a philosophy or you are falling in love literally with a person. But I think it's really about a life purpose direction. But that leads to the person if you don't have it. For people who are already in love, I think you're going to find that your life purpose and your love story come in a greater alignment this week. And that is for the 5 EQs. Thanks for the patience on the slide. Couldn't give up this long take at that point for this slide. So I just want to invite you down to soulmart.me. If you want to see how this month ends, I have recorded a monthly horoscope called the Megascope Monthly for March. It's $9.99 and plays on iPhones, Android, whatever. So come on down, take a look, and watch. I also have a video there that explains it a bit more. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I will see you in 7 days with more. Until then, Gemini, live, love, be.